Hello, welcome to Pastor Jerone TV. I'm your host, Pastor Jerone. Today is another great day to be walking with God and to be in the light of the Lord. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. Hit the bell so you get a notification when I drop a new video. Look, I'm a former NFL player. I was a running back with the Oakland Raiders, and I have to talk about this thing with Troy Aikman, former quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. Troy Aikman and a guy named Joe Buck. Joe Buck, his father was John Buck, and he was a great sportscaster for a long time. John Buck has never played a football game, NFL game, so he shouldn't even be there anyway in the booth. But Troy Aikman, you would think that Troy Aikman was the American man. He was like an all-American boy and all that stuff. But the problem is where he attended college, and I'm going to deal with that in a second. But it was at the Tampa Bay Buccaneer game versus the Green Bay Packers that there was a flyover that was prepared for the Jets to fly over, right? So I guess the Democrats gave Troy Aikman and Joe Buck their script to throw in something about Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, okay? So the Jets flew over, and Troy Aikman and Joe Buck began to go in on, there's your American taxpayer dollars going up in smoke or whatever, your American taxpayer dollars being wasted. And Troy Aikman says, oh, that's not going to happen under a Joe Biden and Kamala ticket. Wow. Now, that was crazy. That was, you are using that sports cast to promote a political candidate. That's free advertising. That is a donation. How much does it cost to advertise on those NFL games? How much? How much does it cost to advertise on these NFL games? Okay, it's millions of dollars. They gave them a donation. A donation was granted by them by bringing up their name during this game, an NFL game. You have millions of people watching, and the people who paid for commercials during that should get their refund back, or make them write that down as a donation to the Kamala and Joe ticket, because it was worth millions. How many times have you ever heard that happen? Okay, if I was an announcer and I said something like, oh man, President Donald Trump is an awesome president. He's an awesome president, and he's going to keep this going. Look at that. He's a great patriot. They would kick me off. They would fire me for doing that. They would fire me for doing that. So if they don't get fired or have to be reprimanded for that, well, then you know this TV station was in on the plan. It was already pre-planned for them to say what they said about promoting Joe and Kamala Harris. Now, here's another thing that you need to think about. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have refused to answer the question whether or not they are going to stop fracking. Fracking is a way to get fossil fuel from the earth, right? But it's a way that is environmentally friendly. You use these machines to push air down in there without pushing all this smoke up into the air. So no matter what way you get fossil fuel, they want to get rid of it. They want to stop America from using its resources and its power, and stop America from prospering. Listen, if we were rich in diamonds, they would try to stop us from digging in those mines to get diamonds. We're rich in coal. And Hillary rejoiced and laughed about the fact that they were going to get rid of the coal mining business. President Donald Trump brought it back. President Donald Trump brought back oil. And now we're outproducing the people over in the Middle East on producing oil. Because these politicians, these Democrat politicians, have choked out anything that brings wealth and jobs to America, because they want you dependent on the government. Now, they said that but there was videos that showed Joe Biden and Kamala Harris saying that they were going to get rid of fracking. But now they don't want to answer the question. Joe said, if I answer that question, well, then it's going to, that's going to be all the talk. But when these planes flew over, they used fossil fuel, just like all planes do. They use fossil fuel. And Troy Aikman said that that's not going to happen under Joe Biden and Kamala ticket. These people know what they're doing. They're going to stop us from eating cows because cows fart. They're farting cows. Well, they're going to tell us you can only eat beef once a week. They're going to try to roll out this Green New Deal and suffocate America and use it as a way to control everything. What you eat, where you go. You can't fly on a plane, but they can fly on a plane. They can fly on as many planes as they want because they're the politicians. They're the elite. They can go in a hair salon during the pandemic. They can go on a vacation during the pandemic. They cannot wear a mask because, well, you have to wear a mask, but I don't have to wear a mask. These people, if they get into office, folks, we are in a lot of trouble. Okay? We're in a lot of trouble. Okay? They have shown us how evil they are. They've shown us how wicked they are. And they've shown us how controlling they are. Don't vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Don't do it. If you love freedom and you love America and you love to fly and you love your cars, to put gas in your cars, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't vote them in the office. But Troy Aikman, okay? Troy Aikman went to UCLA, one of the most liberal schools. And it is a place to be indoctrinated into the left. And this is why I'm not surprised that Troy Aikman was a leftist. But you would think that this all-American white dude who grew up in Texas would be like a patriot, like an American flag-toting patriot. But he's not, because he went to school over there in UCLA, the UCLA Bruins. And they indoctrinated him into the left. I went to Arizona State, and they were trying to do that in some of those classes too. Those professors, most of those professors are leftists. They're Democrats. And I guarantee you that's where Troy Aikman got his philosophy from. Anyway, leave a comment on here. Subscribe to my channel. I'll see you on the next video.